Death penalty, what are your thoughts about it? In Singapore, you can continuously molest and destroy the life of a young boy or girl and you'll get maximum 15 years prison, depending on how heinous the crime is. But you can get the death sentence for carrying marijuana into the country. As you can see, Singapore has its priorities in place. /S. I don't have much sympathy for the criminal, but I'm uncomfortable with it as long as the justice system is fallible. Because of DNA evidence, over 150 death row inmates have been exonerated. That's 1 out of 10. https://www.ncadeep.org/pages/innocence #Tilde Colon text equals exonerations %20 of %20 innocent %20 men %20 and %20 women and text equals 156 %20 individuals %20 of %20 been %20 exonerated, innocent %20 and %20 released %20 2D %20 since %201973. And text equals in %20 other %20 words %2C %20 for %20 every person %20 has %20 been %20 set %20 free. Over 1,500 inmates have been executed. There are currently over 7,800 sentenced to death. The actual percentage is closer to 2%. Still, 1 out of 50 is too high. Some crimes are heinous enough for that punishment, sure. But I believe you have to be 100% certain of that person's guilt, otherwise you could be killing an innocent person. If you can't arrive at 100% certainty, then no. I'd be more in favor of it if the justice system actually worked. Not in favor. People can be coerced into confessing crimes they didn't commit. Evidence can be manipulated, mishandled, poorly understood. The criminal justice system is fallible. I don't think it's good for society, this is more a gut reaction. The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword. Taking a life shouldn't be easy. If a man sentences another man to death, he should be prepared to carry that burden with him until his dying day. I think that we should not give the state the authority to execute its citizens. There are many great resources to get educated on the subject. Dead Man Walking is a great book. John Oliver does a very thorough investigative piece on Last Week Tonight. Generally speaking, feelings and morals aside, there is no way to enforce the death penalty that is not exorbitantly expensive and riddled with error. It is actually cheaper to have a person serve a lifetime sentence. And many people have been put to death and later proven innocent. Our justice system in the USA needs a huge makeover before we should even consider permanent consequences. 100% against the death penalty. In principle, my first thought is that yes, if someone commits horrible crimes and there is no doubt they're guilty, it's easy to want them dead. But then there's the problem of error, which means that we can never enforce the death penalty, because there is no way to be certain of someone's guilt. But more importantly, the point of prison and law enforcement should not be retribution, it should be rehabilitation and protection. If you put someone in jail for the rest of their life, they can't hurt anyone else, theoretically. Killing someone cause they are evil is just getting even. I can say with confidence that someone may deserve to die, but what does killing them accomplish? The point of the legal system should be to protect society, not to take revenge. An eye for an eye just makes two men blind. Prone to error, irreversible and, ironically, devaluing of the human condition. It is only hotbed social issue that I actually do not have an opinion on. I actually think that both sides make compelling and cognizant arguments either why it should or shouldn't be used, and I both agree and disagree with them. So I actually don't know how I feel about it. I was adverse to the death penalty until a repeat offender tried to murder a family member of mine, along with someone else in one day. Then bragged about it on social media. And I thought, maybe this person simply should be deleted. Killing someone doesn't bring any lasting justice or peace, it's often nothing more than feeble revenge. The entire criminal and justice system is fucked, so giving the power to such a fuck system to take anyone's life is a big no for me. Death penalty makes it far too easy for the government or state to remove those they deem undesirable or a threat to expose their corruption. I'm in favor of the concept for only certain crimes. If we know for an absolute fact that someone committed heinous crimes like child molestation, rape, or serial murder, I don't think there's any point in trying to reintegrate those people into society. If they've admitted to the crimes, were found in the act, there's zero doubt it was them, I think a quick bullet to the head should be all they get. However, I could never in a million years trust any government, court, or law enforcement to get it right. Cops can be and oftentimes are, fucking stupid. Courts can be biased by race, gender, age, or any number of other factors. Governments would expand its use beyond heinous crimes to fit their agenda. There have been too many innocent people given the death penalty for me to ever feel comfortable advocating for it to actually be used. Nah. We are too flawed as a society to execute people. How many innocent lives have been ruined by wrongful conviction, let alone lost due to the death penalty? I don't think it offers any kind of deterrent, and it gives the government too much power over the people. I'm against it. There's been far too many innocent people executed in the past. If someone is imprisoned and found to be innocent, they can be released. You can't undo capital punishment. I've always been an eye for an eye kind of person, but I wouldn't go that far except for cases when 1, it's pretty much indisputable who did it, and 2, the killer is someone who literally cannot feel empathy. Those psychopaths from the 70s that have no remorse or capacity to be regretful/sorry. The ones that are too far gone to return to humanity. Prison time would do nothing, and many of them feed off of attention from media, books, fan mail, news articles, etc. This is something I have changed my mind on over the years. Not in favor of the state having the power to kill people. Especially in cases involving circumstantial evidence. I believe there are plenty of bad people who deserve to die. I don't believe the state/government should be in the business of murdering people. You're becoming the very thing you swore to destroy. Reading about the history of false convictions and how it's linked closely with implicit bias, I could never be in favor of the death penalty. Also, let's tell people it's wrong to kill others and then kill them. Logic. For even one innocent to be unjustly murdered by the legal system, it is a total failure. There have been quite a few. As such, capital punishment should never be allowed. The search for the real perpetrator usually stops completely after an execution as well, so it is a double failure, often only dragged to light many years later, years of the real criminal running free. Look at self-defense law in the USA. You can kill someone that is an immediate lethal threat. However, when they run away, you can't. That's murder. Should be the same for someone in a jail cell. They're no longer a lethal threat, so the state